House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi says the health care law will create 4 million jobs once it is fully implemented.
This legislation is about creating jobs, strengthening the middle class, reducing the deficit. 4 million jobs will be created by the legislation when it is fully in effect. $1.3 trillion will be saved in the life of this legislation. And it strengthens the middle class because as we create jobs, we want people to be able to reach their fulfillment, to be able to be self-employed, to be a cameraman, to be a writer, to if the arts are their pursuit, to start a business, a small business if they're entrepreneurial in that respect, and not be job locked because they cannot take their health insurance with them. Of course, under this legislation, they will be able to do so.
The director of the Congressional Budget Office, Douglas Elmendorf, told the House Budget Committee last month that the health care law will reduce the workforce by 800,000 jobs.
You just mentioned that you believe, or that in your estimates, that the health care law would reduce the labor used in the economy by about 0.5%. Given that I believe you say there's 160 million full-time people working in 2021, that means that in your estimation, the health care law would reduce employment by 800,000 in 2021. Is that correct?
Yeah. So the way I would put it is that we do estimate, as you said, that the household employment will be about 160 million by the end of the decade. 0.5% of that is 800,000. That means that if the reduction in the labor used was workers working the average number of hours in the economy and earning the average wage, that it would be a reduction of 800,000 workers. In fact, as we mentioned in our analysis last summer, the legislation also creates some incentives that might affect the number of hours people worked, it might affect the propensity to work of lower and higher income people. We haven't tried to quantify those things, but the impact is that the 800,000 might not be exactly the number.
Oh, sure.
But it's the equivalent of withdrawing 800,000.
Sure, but that's your best estimate.
CNSNews.com asked Pelosi for her reaction to Elmendorf's testimony. You said that the health care law will create 4 million jobs, but the CBO director, Doug Elmendorf, told the House Budget Committee that the health care law will kill 800,000 jobs. It will result in the reduction of 800,000 jobs in the workforce over the next decade. Is the CBO right or wrong?
I don't know the reference that you are making, but I do know that right now, this year, the biggest growth in jobs in our economy has been in healthcare jobs. We're talking about, with this being a catalyst bill, the jobs in health IT and biomedical research and healthcare providers at every level, every step of the way. We're very, very confident about those numbers.
Pelosi's comments were made at a press conference on Capitol Hill celebrating the first anniversary of the health care law. Nicholas Pelosi, CNSNews.com, the Capitol.